Hello. Just popping in. Wanted to read a story tonight. One of my favorites, Memoirs of a Hamster. Assuming that Remy and Jax will behave. During the video, they are hanging out here. There's Remy. Say hi, buddy. And there's Jaxie. We'll see. Remy is trying to pick a fight with Jax, so we'll see if he behaves. Anywho, I want to try out a new program on the computer that lets me read to you while at the same time recording myself. So I want to see if it will work and if it's as cool as I think it is. So let's get started. Memoirs of a Hamster. Night 1. My life is perfect. I have a bowl full of seeds, a cozy pile of wood shavings, and room to run. I am never leaving here. Question: who's the luckiest hamster in the world? Answer: me. Night 2. I was just telling myself, Seymour, you've got it made, when my exercise wheel was delivered. I like to work out. It's the best model around, the Fuzzy Boy 360. Shiny as a new dime and fast as lightning. I don't know how many miles I put in, but I was on that wheel all night. I don't know about you guys, but I saw two similes on that page. See if you can find them. Remember, a simile is where you're comparing two things using the word like or as. Night 3. It took me a while to get the hang of my new water bottle, but it's great. It's important too. A hamster has to stay hydrated. Back to my wheel. I've got another hour to put in before daylight. Night 4. Little girl came by and gave me a kiss on the nose. Nasty. Hello, ever hear of germs? But she also gave me 2 yogurt drops. Question: what's better than a yogurt drop? Answer: 2 yogurt drops. I ate one and I tucked the other in my cheek to save for later. This hamster has it going on. Night 5. I was just climbing onto my wheel tonight when Pearl the cat came by. You know, she said, you run for miles every night, but you never leave that cage. What's it all for? I don't know, I said. It's what hamsters do. What a complete waste of time, she said. Have fun in your cage. I'm going to the sunroom. Sunroom? What's a sunroom? Night 6. Little girl woke me up to clean my cage today. She kissed me on the nose again. Barf. She needs to knock that off. But while she was carrying me around, I realized there's a lot of house around me that I haven't seen. It seems to go on forever. I tried as hard as I could, but I couldn't see a sunroom. Little girl gave me a yogurt drop, and I completely forgot about the sunroom. Whatever a sunroom is it better than a yogurt drop? Answer: Night 7. I planned on running a marathon tonight, but my Fuzzy Boy 360 is a little squeaky. Pearl came over to my cage looking a little annoyed. You really need to get yourself out of there, she said. But why? I asked. I've got my wheel, I've got my seeds, I've got yogurt drops. You wouldn't need a wheel out here, she said. There's plenty of room to run. The staircase is made of sunflower seeds, and the sunroom is filled with yogurt drops. As she was walking away, she turned around and said, Oh, watch out for Hoover. Hoover? Who's Hoover? I wonder if the staircase is really made of sunflower seeds, and if the sunroom is really filled with yogurt drops. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think Pearl might be a little bit sneaky. Night 8. I didn't sleep a wink all day. A little girl came by and kissed me on the nose. Yuck! And then I had a terrible workout. I just couldn't focus. How could I concentrate knowing what I know? Imagine a whole staircase made of sunflower seeds and the sunroom. Don't I deserve to be in the sunroom? Buck the dog came by to give my cage a sniff, and I said, Buck, do you like the sunroom? Big goofy Buck said, I love the sunroom. It's so sunny. And he trotted away. Night 9. No workout tonight. I spent the whole evening putting together a plan. I went over every square inch of my cage, and I think I've got it figured out. Operation Tasty Treat is set for tomorrow night. Hello, staircase. Hello, sunroom. Night 10. Good old Seymour is one smart hamster. My escape went like clockwork. I moved the seed dish. Then I was able to muscle the fuzzy boy to the front of the cage. I had a little trouble climbing the outside of the wheel. It kept spinning, and I wasn't getting anywhere. But Sweet Pearl suggested I jam a sunflower seed at the side of the wheel, and it worked. After that, it was easy. I shimmied up the wheel and popped the lid right off. Question: who's going to eat every yogurt drop in the sunroom? Answer: me. Night 11. Note to self: cats are big, fat liars. I'm writing this from under the sofa. One wrong move, and Pearl will have me for dinner. For starters, the staircase is not made of sunflower seeds, it's just carpet. It tastes like a sweater, and the sunroom is nice. But there wasn't a yogurt drop in sight, and when I heard Pearl, the big fat liar, say, Hello, Seymour, I knew something was wrong. She looked really hungry, but all of that time on the wheel had paid off. I raced right past her and I squeezed out of the sunroom just in time. But now what? Pearl keeps clawing under the sofa. I'll probably never see my cage again. Question: who's in big trouble? Answer: me. I think Seymour is regretting his choices that he's made. I think he wishes he were still in his cage. Night 12. I'm doomed. I'll never make it out of here alive. I can see Pearl pacing back and forth, and she says she's looking up recipes. I tore a tag off the bottom of the sofa, found an old pencil, and wrote out my will. I, Seymour Q. Hamster, being of tired mind and hungry body, leave my fuzzy boy 360 to my 17 brothers. I leave my water bottle to my 22 sisters and to my sweet mother and father. I leave the 4 yogurt drops hidden in the corner of my cage. I won't be needing them. I sniffed a few times and I fell asleep. Goodbye, friends. I love you all. It's not looking very good for Seymour. What will he ever do? Night 13. So hungry and tired I could barely move, I heard Pearl purring the way she does when she sleeps. It was my only chance. I tiptoed from the back of the sofa and headed straight for my cage. I was gonna make it. But suddenly there was a terrible noise. It sounded like a hurricane. An enormous monster was coming right at me. I looked up at its terrible eyes and read the most frightening word: Hoover. It was trying to suck me inside. Buck heard the commotion and started barking like crazy. That woke Pearl up, the big fat liar, who hissed, "He's mine!" and started racing right toward me. Hoover had me by the tail, Pearl was swiping at me with her claws, and Buck was howling like mad. I was a goner. I closed my eyes and waited for it to be over. And then came the sweetest thing I've ever heard. "Seymour!" It was suddenly very quiet. Hoover, Pearl, and Buck stopped in their tracks, and one surprised but happy little girl got to me first. She kissed me on the nose, a lovely, beautiful, sweet kiss. And I kissed her right back, twice. Night 14. My life is perfect. I have a bowl full of seeds, a cozy pile of wood shavings, and room to run. I'm never leaving here. Question: Who's the luckiest hamster in the world? Answer: me. The end. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this as much as I did. I think that it has a really good theme to it. If you guys remember, theme is the same thing as a lesson or a moral. It's the heart of the story, the message that the author is trying to help you to learn. So what do you guys think the lesson or theme might be? If I'm thinking about the characters and maybe what the character did, maybe thinking about Seymour. Seymour kind of made a choice in the story and it didn't really work out very well for him. I mean, he had a really, really nice cage, but then Pearl kind of tricked him into thinking that he needed more and then he wanted more. He was kind of greedy because his cage wasn't as good as he thought it was. But then whenever he kind of, wanted more, it didn't really turn out well for him. So I think that the maybe one of the messages that the author is trying to teach us is maybe you should be happy with what you have. And maybe you should also be grateful for the things that you already have and not want to get more. I think that might be part of the theme. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed the story. This book came from a website called getepic.com, and I'm going to be sending your parents an invite. It is currently for free. Whoopsies, I'm pressing buttons. It's currently for free to students during the rest of the school year till June. So, with the invite, you guys have access to all of these books online anytime that you would like to look through them. Some of my favorites on here are these on the screen right here: The Memoirs of a Parrot, Memoirs of a Goldfish, and Memoirs of an Elf. They're really fun to read. So, I hope you guys are having a good night, and I will see you soon. All right, good night. Bye bye.